Almost everyone in this food line is either an active duty service member or married to one. Twice a week, just outside of Fort Hood, Texas, the Armed Services YMCA holds a free food distribution for the military community. And every week, there are more families in the line than food to serve.
Lately, it's just been, we've been having to use it a lot often.
Chantel McLeod's husband is an E7 Sergeant First Class, and she has a part-time job that lets her work from home.
On paper, you would think y'all would be good.
Totally not true. In my opinion, it doesn't really keep up with the growing of the economy, what they pay the soldiers.
5 relocations, 2 deployments, and 3 kids later, she says food pantries have become a lifeline.
It kind of frees up a lot so my kids can be kids, and not worry.
We caught up with Michelle, Megan, and Crystal, Army wives on their weekly food pantry carpool as they visited 3 in a single day.
This really takes up a lot of our time. It's my birthday and I'm at a pantry because if I miss today's pantry, that's going to determine how the rest of the week goes.
And if you don't go to the food pantry, that means you're going to have to spend money on food, and then your kids aren't going to be able to go to the pool in the summer or do basic kid stuff.
Or gas or toilet paper.
A USDA study last year estimated 1 in 4 active duty troops are now food insecure, more than double the rate for civilians. And despite a recent 10% pay raise specifically for junior enlisted troops and the expansion of a stipend for those most in need, food insecurity in the military does not seem to be going anywhere.
Do y'all feel like you're living in poverty?
Yes.
Yeah.
According to Pentagon data obtained by NBC News through a records request, nearly 40% of children at DoD-run schools on U.S. military bases currently qualify for lunch assistance. That's up from 30% just 6 years ago. Civilian pantries in the Fort Hood area have seen an uptick in military families using their services too.
When we came on back in 2017, less than 5% of the families coming through our doors were military families, and now we're up in the 20 to 25% range.
And these pantries have been hit by inflation, just like everyone else.
We're just spending so much more for groceries than we ever had that it's not sustainable in the long term.
Doreen O'Cam runs development for the ASYMCA nationally. In 2019, the nonprofit operated 6 food distribution sites on or near U.S. military installations. Today, they have 22.
We will run out of food probably by 11 o'clock this morning, and the line will still be there, and we will have to turn people away.
O'Cam says sky-high childcare costs nationally and lengthy wait lists at military-subsidized daycares put military spouses in a tough position.
Where I live currently, $2,800 a month just for one infant to go into a non-DoD subsidized childcare facility. It's just unattainable. And so the reality is they choose to stay home and live off of this single income. And we just don't live in a world where we can live on a single income anymore.
We had a $40+ million military parade in DC. There are some people who looked at that and said, there's a lot of places that money could have gone instead, one of them being making sure that particularly enlisted personnel are making a salary to be able to feed their families.
I think that the military parades, in terms of recruitment, that they believed that was an important piece to it. I think the DoD puts just as much emphasis, though, on taking care of current serving people.
You have it for that one day, but then they have to go back to their actual lives, whereas though they're back to wondering and thinking like, okay, well, I need groceries to cover me for the next month,
McLeod's husband is retiring from the military this summer.
I've heard a lot of it's a volunteer service. Yeah, but you work so hard and you're out there risking your life. You want to feel sound in mind knowing that your family is going to be taken care of.
In Killeen, Texas, Ellison Barber, NBC News.